Hey guys, what's up? This is Joseph Lyle. Today I'm going to be talking about John Pearse strings. These are supposedly some of the best, according to some of the best players I know, and some of the best players in the world tell me John Pearse strings are the ones to use. Now, I've been using D'Addario phosphor bronze lights for approximately 8 years now. I've tried all kinds of strings, and I always just seem to go back to them. They have a nice grit. There's something just really organic about those strings. But I played around on my buddy's guitar at the NAMM show that had some John Pearse strings on there and was incredibly intrigued. So I picked myself up a pair of these to give a try on my own guitar. Something else that I picked up is some John Pearse bridge pins. These are made out of bone. They're not plastic. It's not some tusk, synthetic material. These are made from camel bone, as I understand. You can read all about it on the website where you'd read about John Pearse's gear. These bridge pins are cool too because they have this angled cut right here that's designed to get the string to lay up maximum, so you get the string to slide up into that groove. So these are made out of camel bone. Now, as I was reading, the reason being for that was ivory is no longer legal to use, so John Pearse set out to find the most comparable material, organic material to ivory, and it's the camel bone. It's from the leg. Carries a lot of weight, so it's a very, very hard bone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a string test. I'm going to throw on a brand new pair of D'Addario phosphor bronze lights. I'm going to break them in for about 10 minutes before I start up the video, just to kind of kill that harsh, like brand new sound, to get them nice and smooth. And I'm going to put those on with the ebony bridge pins that are on my Frick guitar, which I also love. I love these a lot. They sound awesome. They work great on the guitar. But I wanted to try these bone ones as well. So my plan is to put on those D'Addario strings using these bridge pins, and then I'm going to play just a short segment of a tune. I got everything mic'd up and dialed in, and then I'll take those strings off, put on the John Pearse strings with the bone bridge pins, and do the exact same recording, so we can have a very very transparent test to see what you like better, so I can see what I like better, and really kind of wrap my head around the tonal difference between these strings and these bridge pins combined. So I'm going to dive into it and pull the strings off my guitar, put on those new ones, break them in, and then I'll be back for part 2. Alright guys, so I'm back. I got my D'Addario phosphor bronze light strings on here. I'm just in an open D major tuning, okay, put on the 2nd fret. I broke these in for about probably 10 minutes, like I said I was going to do. Just did some heavy strumming, kind of got them to this nice warm spot. So I'm going to play a little chunk of a song. that sounds pretty fantastic. But now we will test out the John Pearse strings with the John Pearse bone bridge pins, and we'll see what we got going on there. Again, these were the ebony bridge pins with my first guitar, and yeah, the D'Addario phosphor bronze lights. All right, thanks guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I'm back with my John Pearse strings freshly on. And I have to say, my mind is just blown right now. My harmonics are resonating literally forever. The sustain that I'm hearing, I heard a lot of sustain. You know, I did have a lot of sustain with these. I'm not throwing these ebony bridge pins under the bus because they're awesome. But the first thing I noticed was sustain with a nice crunch. I wore these in for about 10 minutes as well. So they've gotten the same treatment. Beautiful looking as well. I really do like the way that kind of throws it back. So I'm going to play the same little clip, or I'm going to attempt to play it anyways. Wow. Well, I was only going to play a short clip of that, but I was so moved by the sound, I just kept going. I am feeling a huge difference with these bridge pins. Very, very beautiful. Especially if you're used to listening for those subtle differences, it's definitely chimey. It kind of sounds like honey a little bit. Those high ends are just have that soft but bright honey kind of. And for the fast stuff. All right, well then that about concludes the portion of it. The rest we can talk about in the discussion of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I would love any feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And definitely be sure to go check out John Pearse and all his amazing gear. You can find it. Geez, I don't have the website pulled up. I Googled John Pearse and it came up earlier. And just check out all the neat little things they got going on. Another thing that I got at the Summer NAMM in 2016 over in Nashville was this. And this was also by John Pearse. The company has such clever and innovative little inventions. This thing basically, I don't know if you can see, but it's like a bevel and it lifts. It has this gap under here that's about 1/2 inch. So what happens is when you go to strum a chord, generally when you're holding a guitar, this part of your forearm will sit on the body of the guitar. Okay? So I'm going to use this hand pretending like that would be this arm without this piece right here. And this is what it would sound like. Okay, that sounds nice, but I'm going to lift up my hand after I strum it this time and listen to the difference. Do you hear that? Do you hear all the sparkly essence overtones start to ring when you're not dampening one of the main components that provide sound for your guitar? This is the top board. We are losing some sound when our arm lays on that. All of these little things, the camel bone pins, this beveled arm piece to keep your arm from sitting directly on the soundboard, they all contribute to more resonance, which is what makes the instrument water-like and cascading and beautiful to me. Alright guys, thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be putting a lot more videos up like this, just kind of behind the scenes, talking more about all the details behind this. If you are curious what I use for the pickups on this, I have two C414 AKG microphones, and I'm just using my K&K Trinity Pro Mini. So I've blended the mic about 3/4, and I have the actual body pickups pretty warm. I've gone in there and just kind of dialed them in to get them exactly how I want them to sound. So what you're hearing is a blend of these two microphones, stereo, and this kind of just pushed up underneath to give it that really organic, warm, kind of woody, cedary tone. Again, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please share it. Check out John Pearse, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure to give my page a like on Facebook. My name's Joseph Lyle, and I'd love to just have you join me on the journey and kind of see what it's like being a crazy nerd musician. Spending way too much time by yourself with gear. All right. Thanks so much. Take care. God bless.